We're not just taking a place in Ketchikan. We're taking the prettiest place we could find, and we're saying you're not just valuable, you're so valuable that we would take the most beautiful place, which historically you probably could have never entered. You could have never afforded to go and get food at that restaurant. Can't even afford gas for your car. You were never gonna get out here. And we're saying you're so important that this place is for you.
Being able to recover where we're from, I feel like is gonna make a huge difference, but it's also not in the city. It's like with nature, you know? And I'm really excited for the people that get to experience that. I wish it was me, honestly. I wish I could go back, 3 years ago and I was doing it all here, because I know that we're gonna do great things here. And I'm just excited to partake in it however, they choose to let me be the vessel here.
As I walk into this space, I first of all think of how beautiful it is. Being right on the water, something that our people here in the Southeast are very used to. And I think back on when we first started talking very seriously about developing a property for a healing center. I remember talking about how my personal preference was I wanted that space to be a space that clients that they would feel at home in, that they would love being there, even under conditions that may not be the best in their life.
Healing is meeting that need that the Spirit has exactly where the Spirit is. So we all have a variety of different traumas. We have different life experiences. And for each of us, that path towards healing is individual. It's this individual experience. And what is done for me to heal me spiritually, to heal my needs physically, is going to be entirely different from what my brother needs or my nanny needs. And so this experience of going through to create a healing space has to be entirely centered on the human being that needs it. And so it could mean many different things. It might mean being out on the boat at 4 a.m, putting a crab pot down or a shrimp pot down. It might mean pickling salmon, or for me, it would definitely mean being able to speak my own language and learn my own language in a space that was meant exclusively for me. For some of us, we are really going to need that spiritual guidance that comes from Christianity. There are those who will only heal with a walk with the Lord, and there are some, alternatively, who are only going to be able to find that healing with a direct relationship to land. And so all paths are right. All tools are valuable.
I just remember at the very beginning of my recovery, it was kind of a, sorry, this is difficult. My first experience with this was with a doctor prescribing me medicine, and then, losing that doctor, trying to find a doctor after that was impossible. And so, I don't know, we just have so many more resources now, We've come a very long way from taking our families to boarding schools, to our, our great-grandparents to boarding schools, to now dealing with the consequences of taking us from our culture. And, this is just us trying to rebuild some of that, rich culture that we have. And I know that we have great leadership to bring it to fruition. That's what I do know.
Well, from what I've seen of it, the kitchen and the various, the dining room and all that, there's a lot of potential here for the KIC members. And not only that, they're employ more KIC members to work here. I got 35 to 40 years of being sober from this year that I drank a lot. I drink a lot, and I admitted I'm a alcoholic. And I seen so many of my loved ones have passed away from it. And it is hard on our people to, like Oneida, Tsimshian people, that they should do something like this here for them, for them. Because if we don't, then they say we should have, and it's be too late. I had to go down to Seattle to get my, to go through it. I known some others in my family that really need it, that could benefit from this year program of being sober and knowing what life is really about.
Just being able to park that canoe right here, there's hardly any boat traffic or anything out here, and it makes you feel, it makes your heart feel a little bit light when you're out here by yourself and with good people around you. This is actual Haida, Tlingit, and Tsimshian territory, and this is ours now. This is where we can become greater, you know? It feels good. Our native people spent all of their time outside, and nowadays it's really easy to spend time indoors, spend time just in your own little world, and to have a space to come together, to direct that space towards wellness, to have this waterfall, to be outside, to be able to go from here, go out gathering food, and being here on the land is immensely important. The wellness that can happen here is amazing, and I think this could be the central point of what other nations can look at as a facility that can create this wellness for their people, that can create this wellness for their community, and promote the very spirit of our people, and continue our traditions. Like, this is a place where we can indigenize Salmon Falls, and we can make it our own.
The things that I've heard from the tribal administrator and the president, they really want this to be a wraparound service. Like, just from the very beginning of your journey to getting your kids back and, you know, reuniting with your family, like being able to do that all here is just, it's something unprecedented that we do not have here. And I'm so grateful that I get to see it happen.
I think that what KIC is trying to do is listen to all the voices and to create a human-centered approach that recognizes that we're not going to be healed without the land and the water. And we've done several things up until this point. A powerful thing that we did is that around 2017 we came around a strategic plan that really put into it, we are going to have a healthy tribe and healthy citizens, and that is going to include a big house, that's going to include youth empowerment, that's going to have access to the lands and the water, that's going to be a healing center. Particularly, we toured the Dugwallic Wellness Center, and we really appreciated that model and said, for us, we are the best people to determine what that looks like for our own people. And so we're going to stop letting people tell us what healing looks like and talk to our own people and provide for them what they need to be well.
In my personal experience, my mother recently passed away from struggling for years and years in addiction. it wasn't because of that, it was just because of the years and years. But at any rate, I feel like had she had the support that we're building here now, she would still be here today. And so I think that this is going to help our, population just thrive just because of the fact that there's going to be that support. It's going to save so many lives.
We're thinking of this from 7 generations from now. Our ancestors, we know this, dreamt of us right now in this space. We are the product of their dreams. And we're gonna step up and make sure those dreams are manifested in really healthy ways. And part of that is going ahead and making sure that we own a place where our people know it's theirs. I've been getting a lot of congratulations lately, and I just want to say to people, KIC, you bought this. I didn't buy this. Each and every one of us, we bought this together. And we bought it for cash, and we own it outright, and nobody can take it away from us.